लक्ष्मीनाथ समारम्भां नाथयामुनमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Jai Shri Krishna. Welcome to Rasikyam. Rasikyam is a very small effort to appreciate the meanings of compositions that are rendered in Carnatic music concerts. Carnatic music compositions range across multiple languages from Malayalam to Tamil, Kannada, Telugu, Sanskritam. These days we have compositions that are rendered in Bengali, Gujarati, Marathi, Hindi. Many of the bhajans, abhangs, Robindra Sangeet, they have all been integrated in the Carnatic music system. So to understand the meanings of these compositions is very interesting because it provides a totally new perspective towards appreciating that kriti or composition. We have sailed through multiple seasons themed about different topics. We took a glance of Tyagaraja Swami's compositions. We took a glance at Muthuswami Dikshitar's kritis, Purandara Dasar's Devarnamas, compositions that were rendered during the music season in one particular year. The theme of this season is related to a very, very popular art form. Now if we take this raga Kalyani in Carnatic music, Dayamadu Ranga Dayamadu, popular compositions in raga Kalyani. Nidhi Chala Sukhama, Eta Unara, Muthuswami Dikshitar has composed kritis in raga Kalyani, Kamalambam Bhajare, such beautiful lilting melodies. Patnam Subramanyam Iyer, Nijadasa Varada. So many lovely pieces in this raga Kalyani. Now this raga Kalyani also reminds us of some more compositions. Let us take a look at them. Re gai vanna to gai minna viritadum maile. Bell, it will ring a bell when you say Kalyani for some of us. Mannavan vandanadi tholi. Lovely. In the movie Sindhu Bhairavi, the last song is again in raga Kalyani. Very special notes on this particular composition. One, the Shruti Bhedam from Kalyani to Kapi in the middle of the song, where Suhasini looks at her mother and the scale changes. It shifts from Kalyani to Kapi. That's a beautiful Shruti Bhedam, example of Shruti Bhedam. Also, look at the prayoga, look at the usage of notes. There is no avarohana prayoga in this entire composition. Which song am I talking about? I don't again need to give an introduction. If you've seen the movie, Kalaivaniye Unaitane Azhaithen Uyirthiye Varathen Varavendum Varam Vendum. Beautiful piece. This raga Kalyani is similar to Yaman in Hindustani music. So if you talk about Yaman, Ranjashi Sahi, there's a ghazal. Also in playback music, Jab deep jale yana, Jab sham dhale yana, Abhi na jao chhod kar ke dil abhi bhara nahi, from the movie Hum Dono. So I think you might have guessed the theme of this season of Rasikyam. It is the usage of Carnatic ragas in cinema music. So Carnatic cinema. When I'm talking about that, I think I listed a few songs just now. Re gai vanna to gai min viritadum maile. This is from the movie Madana Kamarajan. It was to the golden voice of Shri V.V. Sadagopan sir. Following that, I spoke about the song Mannavan Vandanadi, which again, no introduction. Some compositions need no introductions. Likewise, there are other ragas also. Karahara Priya. Madhavi Punmayilal Tohai Virital. Latangi. ஆடாத மனமும் உண்டோ. Again, so beautiful. Mohanam. அடுத்தாத்து அம்புஜத்தை பார்த்தேளா. Of course, if you look at the years later, there are even heavier ragas, heavier scales being handled. Bhairavi, for that matter, from the movie Apurva Ragangal. One charana of this composition is in Bhairavi. You all know. Which one is it? ஒரு புறம் பார்த்தால் மிதிலையின் மைதிலி, மறுபுறம் பார்த்தால் காவிரி மாதவி, முகம் மட்டும் பார்த்தால் நிலவின் எதிரொளி, முழுவதும் பார்த்தால் அவள் ஒரு பைரவி. ராகமுத்ரா, பைரவி. In fact, it's said that K. Balchandar sir, this is a movie of Shri K. Balchandar sir, apparently he had told MSV sir that I want this song to be composed in such a way that the lyrics are Adisaya Ragam, Ananda Ragam, Alagiya Ragam, Apurva Ragam. So the word Apurva Ragam comes in the lyrics. I want you to use an Apurva Raga for the first few charanas, because Apurvam means which has not been there before, na Purvam. So he said, I want you to use a raga which has not been used at all in cinema music. So that is when MSV sir used Mahati, the raga Mahati, for the first few stanzas. And since this song is a proposal, Bhairavi is the name of the character played by Srividya in this movie. So the last stanza should have the name Bhairavi, should be set to Raga Bhairavi, and the name of the Raga should appear there, because that's the name of the female lead. So that is the amount of importance that was given to music. Look at most of K. Balchandar sir's movies. Unnal Mudiyum Thambi. Out and out, it's of course based on a Carnatic musician also. The character played by the legendary actor Gemini Ganeshan sir is that of a Carnatic musician. So there is a lot of Carnatic music influence innate to this movie. However, if you look at every sequence, the name of the female lead is Lalita Kamalam. So Lalita, he uses Lalita for all the romance sequence between Kamal Hassan and Sita in this movie. The raga is Lalita. இதழில் கதை எழுதும் நேரமிது அப்படின்னு ரொம்ப அழகா லலிதாவை யூஸ் பண்ணிருப்பார். சுத்த தன்யாசி அகைன் இன் திஸ் மூவி. ராகமாலிகா, என்ன சமையலோ எடுத்து கேட்க யாரும் இல்லை, என்ன சமையலோ. It's a very beautiful composition because there is a raga mudra in every raga. It's a raga malika across I think 3 to 4 ragas, and for all the 3 important ragas there is raga mudra. Adiye Mohana adupadi unakena sondama, Mohana. Then comes Kalyani, Kalyani ragam pol saiva biryani, Kalyani. And then gari 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 kai gari yenge gari vepila yenge, swaraksharam, gari 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 kai gari yenge, the same swara and the same sahityam. Vasanta, appa varum neram sadamagada magama, sadama ga da madama. These are swaras. Also in Tamil, sadam aga tamadama. That's what it sounds like. The sahitya is it going to take time for you to make rice? Sadama ga da madama. Swarakshara prayogam. Ragamudra in Vasanta. Ragam Vasanta, நான் சமைத்து உண்ண கொஞ்சம் ரசந்தா, ராகம் வசந்தா சானி கரீசா. So beautiful. இலையை போடடி பெண்ணே இலையை போடடி. See, Shri, Madhyamavati, Maniranga, Suruti, these are ragas that are used to conclude. So he uses even Madhyamavati to conclude this Ragamalika. That is the movies of the 80s and the 90s. If you look at the 2000s, the times of the great A.R. Rahman sir, Sagarima Panini Sa கண்டு கொண்டேன் கண்டு கொண்டேன் நளின காந்தி ಗಮನಿಸ ನಿಧಮ ಗಮಗರಿಸ ರೀತಿ ಗೌಳ ಅಡಿಮನಸ ಅರುವ ಮಣೆಯ ಅರುಕರಿ ಅழகான ರಾಕ್ಷಸಿ ರೀತಿ ಗೌಳ ನಟಕುರಿಂಜಿ in the movie ಕಂಡುಕೊಂಡೇನ್ of course we know கண்ணா முச்சி ஏனடா என் கண்ணா நான் கண்ணாடி பொருள் போலடா Padayappa, the movie Padayappa, I was watching it recently. It has a star-studded cast. The movie did well because of the performance of the actors. The storyline was amazing. Very important, the background scores. Leave alone the movie songs, the background scores are amazing. Rahman sir has used Kirvani, Vasanta, all these ragas. So you know, I'm starting from 1941 to the millennial era. Carnatic music is not far away from cinema music. In fact, MLV Amma's 60th birth anniversary, the video is available on YouTube. It's available and I saw, it was celebrated in the Naradagana Sabha. MLV Amma in her speech, she mentions, for me, cinema music is not away from Carnatic music. Music is the same. Cinema music is as respectable as any other system of music. Absolutely. So going by that legend's words, there is nothing wrong in including cinema music in the Carnatic gamut. But I have a mindset, it's a very personal thought process. For me, Carnatic music is inseparable from bhakti, from sattvikatvam. So being devout is very important. Because Sangeeta Jnanamu Bhakti Vina, there is no music without bhakti. There cannot be music, there should not be music without bhakti, is what I believe. People might have a difference of opinion. That is totally secondary. There can be devotion for humanity, devotion for the country, devotion to any deity. But that devotion for me is very important in Carnatic music. So when you look at compositions that have come into the Carnatic gamut, we all know Yellam Inbamayam Simhendra Madhyamam. MLV Amma has sung this. It is part of Carnatic music. It is not separated. Maramannan, composition that has come into Carnatic music. Then Parkadal Alai Mele. I don't want to sing all the songs that are being sung in Carnatic music concerts because I want to speak about them in the episodes. There are songs even in Kannada. In Telugu, Punya Bhumina Desham Namo Namami, from the movie Major Chandrakant. In Telugu. So beautiful compositions. So bhakti is important. The goodness of the message is very important. The weight of the message in the lyrical aspect of the composition is very important. So what I have done throughout the course of the next few episodes, I have chosen those compositions which we are well aware of, that are sung in Carnatic music concerts, but have their roots from cinema music. I also try to cover some compositions, some cinema songs, which we don't sing in Carnatic music concerts, which we don't get to listen in a kacheri, but they can be included in the list of compositions because to me, it looks beautiful. To me, it looks full of devotion. So that being the introduction of this season, such a long introduction for this season. But yes, the season is very interesting. It's very popular. The theme is something that is very popular. Cinema is a beautiful art form which reaches masses. So that said, the very first episode, I have a very beautiful composition from the movie Thirumalai Devam. I have to really mention the artist who sang this composition. For us, I believe for me, for a very long time did not know Avayar. As a child, right? I didn't know Avayar. The moment somebody said Avayar, I could only imagine her. You all know whom I am talking about. K.V. Sundarammal Amma. That voice, you cannot, describe that voice with words. So beautiful, so powerful, so enriched that voice was. In fact, people tell this about MS Amma, that when I listen to MS Amma, I have tears in my eyes. People have said the same thing about K.V. Sundarammal Amma. When she sings about Muruga, she could stop Muruga. தத்துவம் தவர் என்று சொல்லவும் ஔவையின் தமிழுக்கு உரிமை உண்டே. She could stop Muruga with that song. In this movie Thiruvilayadal, they have shown her to stop Muruga with that song. Every deity turns towards Avvaiyar, towards Avvai, who stops Muruga, and she stops him and says, what you are doing is wrong. And this was a very well received scene. This composition is famous to this day. This Amma, Sundarambal Amma, KB Sundarambal Amma, was synonymous with Avvaiyar and songs about Murugan. But in this movie Thirumalai Devam, she has sung a beautiful piece on Thirumalayappan Srinivasa Swami, which is the very first song in this season. It's in Raga Hamsanandi. Hamsanandi was discovered, it was popularized by the Harikeshanallur school of music. This Hamsanandi, there is a beautiful composition by in this movie Thirumalai Devam. I am attaching the link. Go and listen to it. It's so beautiful. It's a very small piece. It's a very befitting tukda in concerts because it has 2 charanas, Pallavi and an Anupallavi. Lovely composition to the golden voice of KB Sundarambal Amma. It doesn't speak about Srinivasar, in fact. It starts singing about those beautiful 7 hills. ஏழு மலை இருக்க நமக்கென்ன மனக்கவலை, ஏழேழு பிறவிக்கும் எதற்கும் பயம் இல்லை, ஏழு மலை இருக்க நமக்கென்ன மனக்கவலை. When I have those 7 hills in my faith, what worry do I have? Namakkenna manakkavalai. What fear do I have? What chinta? What worry do I have? 7 births or more, I have no fear. எதற்கும் பயம் இல்லை, ஏழு மலை இருக்க நமக்கென்ன மனக்கவலை. பாடும் பாட்டெல்லாம் பரந்தாமனின் பாட்டே, நாடும் நடப்பதெல்லாம் நாரணன் விளையாட்டு. பாடும் பாட்டெல்லாம், everything I sing, every song I sing is for that Parandama, is for that Supreme Lord. It is the song that sings the eulogy of that Supreme Lord. And this world runs, this world moves and spins by His play, by His transcendental play and at His will. Going further, the stanzas develop, they speak about different ploys, different leelas of the Lord. And in fact, the first stanza is about the Anga, the Divyangas of the Lord. So let's just take a look at the stanza. Kalvannam agaligaikku vaalvu thandadu. Kalvannam, the divine foot of the Lord, it saved Ahalya from Shapa. She was cursed to be a stone. Some people say she was cursed to be invisible. But it relieved her of that curse. Ahalya Shapa Vimochanam. Kaivannam Draupadayin Manam Kartade. The divine hand of the Lord, it saved Draupadi. It saved the honor of Draupadi. Marvannam Thirumagalin Manam Kavandade. Marvannam, the chest of the Lord, it enchanted the mind of Mahalakshmi because that's where she resides, right? She resides on the chest of the Lord. And finally, Manivannan, that Lord who has the radiance of the dark stone, the dark complexion, the dark hued Lord, His compassion, it occupies our mind, it fills our mind and mesmerizes us. Manivannan karunai nammai magila vaitade. The next stanza is about the different leelas and how He established a relationship with His bhaktas. So if you look at it, ஒரு பிடி அவள் கொடுத்த குச்சேலன் உறவு கொண்டான். Kuchela was a friend of Krishna. His name was Sudama, but since he would always be donned with rags, Chelan is clothes, Kuchela, rags. He had torn clothes. He was very poor. Krishna, he visited Krishna once. So his wife said, why don't you carry something for Krishna? You're going to visit your friend. Krishna is your friend, all said and done, but he is the Lord of the universe. Why don't you offer him something? So all that he could get is one fistful of aval, beaten rice. So he took that That's all he could offer. Oru pidi avil. He offered that to the Lord, and the Lord said, Kuchela, Sudama, you have given me what I like the most. You are my best friend. That's why you know what you should give me. See, this relationship between Sudama and Krishna is so pure and so beautiful that to this day, when we celebrate Janmashtami, which we just celebrated a couple of weeks ago, we make avil. There is no Krishna puja without avil. There is always avalakki. Avil or beaten rice is an essential prasadam in Krishna puja. That relationship, oru pidi avil kudutta Kuchelan uravu kondan. Kuchela had this. When Rama left Ayodhya, when he was on his exile, his Vanavasa Kala, the very first place he went was Shringibherapuram. Shringibherapuram, the entire city of Ayodhya accompanied Rama till Shringibherapuram, and the next morning he has to leave. He had befriended a tribal chieftain by name Guha. So Guha took him on his boat that is called Odam, and that is mentioned in the next line. Odathil ஏற்றி வைத்தே குஹன் உடன் பிறப்பானான். Udan Pirapanan. Guha gained the honorable position of being Rama's brother. I believe this composition is deeply influenced by the Kamba Ramayana Pashuram. Because if you look at the first stanza, it speaks about Kalvannam Agaligaikku Valva Thandadu Kaivannam Draupadayin Manam Kartadu. So it speaks about the foot and the Lord's divine arm, divine hand. In the Kamba Ramayana, there is a very popular Pashuram. Kaivannam angu kanden kalvannam ingu kanden. This Pashuram Kambana Talvan says, with your arms, Rama, you killed Tataka, you slayed her. With your foot, you rescued Ahalya. So that is the tone of that Pashuram, and you find the same similar tone in this composition. And if you see the next line, in this particular stanza which we are talking about, Udan Pirapanan, Guha gained the status of being Rama's brother. And this is the word of Lord Rama as per the Kamba Ramayana. Kamba Ramayanam, he tells very clearly, Guha, you are like my brother. You are my brother. No, like, you are my brother. So there is some kind of an influence of Kamba Ramayana on this composition. Tan suvaitha palangalaye thandavள் தாய் Shabari. Shabari offered the fruits. Here is where there is a little bit of a difference of opinion. Cinematically, in fact, not just cinema, even in the small screen, when this Ramayanam was made as a serial, Shabari is shown to have offered fruits that she had tasted. But this is not mentioned anywhere in the Valmiki Ramayana. As per the Valmiki Ramayana, she sorted the fruits. She identified trees that were bearing fruits that were sour, sweet. She sorted the sweet fruits. She did not taste them. At least there is no reference to that in the Valmiki Ramayana. However, later on, the serials and cinemas, they kind of started, they adapted a version where there was, they seemed to show Shabari tasting the fruit and then offering to it. That seems to be the influence here in this composition too. He says, Tanchu vaitha palangalaye thandavள் தாய் Shabari. Finally, Shabari gave the fruits. Kuchelan gave the beaten rice. Guha at least gave him a ride. What do we have? We have nothing to give the Lord. All we have is we should have a clean mind when we go in front of God, right? So we have nothing to give you, but that doesn't mean you disown us. That's the last line. So beautiful. It says, Taruvadu kundrum illai talaivane yamai adari. I have nothing to give you, but you have to be my soul surrender, because you are the Lord of the universe. I have nothing to give you, nothing to offer to you, but my mind and soul. Please accept that, and please accept me as yours. Don't disown me. Such a beautiful composition, no? Go back and listen to this. It's available. I have attached the link. Look at the video. Look at KB Sundaram Amma, she sings it with such divinity in her. You should really go watch it and you will enjoy it. You will lose yourself. And if you ask me, there's nothing wrong in singing this more often in a Carnatic concert or any stage performance, because the weight of the message being conveyed is not compromised. In fact, there is musical depth, there is lyrical depth, there is bhakti, bhavam, everything. These are compositions we should remember, cherish and enjoy. Do go back, enjoy this music. I will be back with another episode. I'm trying to make this season as regular as possible. I will be back soon. Jai Shri Krishna.